once again to my channel, which is English Topics with Niti. Yesterday we have learnt a little part of the lesson My Mother, Intermediate First Year State Syllabus, and today we are going to continue it. If you have an English textbook with you, look into page number 4, the first lesson, paragraph number 8. I left home early in life as I wanted to pursue my studies in a different larger town. So Abdul Kalam ji, he wanted to pursue higher education, so he left his town, which is Rameshwaram. As a result, I could not remain my mother's little boy for too long, unlike many of my friends. So many of his friends, they stayed back in the town of Rameshwaram, whereas Abdul Kalam ji, he left his village. But her generosity and caring spirit stayed in my heart always. Generosity is kindness. Her kindness stayed in his spirit always. Again, during World War II years, when I was about 8 years old, I took the job of a newspaper delivery boy. So, when Abdul Kalam ji was 8 years old, he took the job as a newspaper delivery boy. My day began well before dawn. Children, what is dawn? Dawn is the time just before sunrise. Dawn is the time just before sunrise, and dusk is the opposite of dusk. Dusk is the opposite of dawn. When I had to go for my tuitions, my Quran class, do my newspaper rounds. Quran class, children, are classes where Muslims take, right, to learn Arabic. Go to school and then return home well into the evening when I had to study for the next day. In all this, my mother stood by me like a rock, standing like a rock. Children, his mother always stood beside him as a great support. Rock doesn't move easily. So, his mother was always supportive to him. Early in the morning, she would wake me up well before me, get the water ready for my bath and then call me. My mother saw me get the water ready for my bath and then call me. My mother saw me off. See off is to say goodbye. See off is to say goodbye, and would be waiting for me to come back an hour or two later, when I would have to go with my father to the Arabic school for the Holy Quran lesson. So, his mother always was supportive to him, and she helped him a lot. As I went from place to place during the daytime, all I had time for were the meals that I would be laid out for me promptly. So, exactly at the time in which he needed the meal was ready for him. I knew that many times my mother reduced her own share so that I could have enough. So, this is what a mother does often. In the sense, mother keeps aside some part of her food for her children, and this is what Ashiyama, mother of Abdul Kalam, has done. I knew many times my mother reduced her own share so that I could have enough. When I once questioned her, she only smiled and said, "You are a growing child. You have so much to do all through the day." So when Abdul Kalam asked, "Mother, why would you reduce your share of food for me?" she would say, "You are a growing child. You need food more than me, and that is why I keep my share of food for you." This is what mothers look out for. Don't worry about me. In the evenings, when I returned home hungry and tired, she would again help me clean up and prepare for the next day. So when Abdul Kalam ji, after doing all this work, he returns home in the evening, tired, very tired, she would help him again. Among all my siblings, I told you, siblings are brothers and sisters. I was always given priority in taking a place by her. Once I remember, I fell asleep with my head in her lap. Children, so one day Abdul Kalam slept on the lap of his mother. She sat quietly, her hand softly caressing. Caressing is to gently stroke the head or through the hair, right? Caressing is to take care my hair and cheeks. Her touch the most precious balm for my tiredness. So what Abdul Kalam feels is that his mother's caressing is really like a balm for his tiredness. Unknown to me, from somewhere deep within, tears sprang up in my heart. Before I could stop them, they started flowing down. My eyes were still closed, but the tears ran. They dropped on my folded knees and seeped into my mother's saree. So, Abdul Kalam felt so grateful that he started crying. His tears started flowing from his eyes, and they went through the saree of his mother. But she did not stop her caress. Caress is striking gently, very gently. Sometimes we caress our pets, either a dog or a cat. We strike them gently. She knew exactly what was giving rise to those tears, the extreme tiredness of a boy suddenly trying to be a man. Her fingers ran tenderly through my hair, comforting, soothing, and understanding. So, this is what a mother does. She understood Abdul Kalamji's tiredness. That is why she was caressing him a lot, and he felt very comfort in the lap of his mother. This simple lady, born and raised in a small southern Indian town, was perhaps like many other mothers in our land and beyond. She did not step out of the house, take part in the affairs of the town like any other mother. She was not much interested in the affairs of the town. What is going on outside, she didn't bother, right? And she was very much into the chores of the house, right? She did not make a career in the way we think of it nowadays. Her realm of work remained in the home and the family. So she was really into the family. She didn't go outside, and um, her kingdom was only her family and the home. Yet within that, she served everyone and God with more utmost devotion, selflessness, and pity. So, children, she was, I told you, she was a very devoted woman. She was a very, very pious woman, right? So, she did her work with selfless love, selfless love. It is this lesson that I have carried from my life, that it does not matter how large or small your sphere of activity is, what counts finally is the commitment that you bring to the job that has been ordained for you in this life. So, children, we need to know one thing, whether it is a small job or a big job, whatever job is assigned to us, we must do it with full devotion, devotedly, right? Whatever job has been assigned, ordained, given to you, but in this life we have to do it with a lot of commitment. Don't think, oh, this is a very small job, so let me do it as my wish. No, do it perfectly. Whatever small job is given to you, do it very perfectly. My father lived to the age of 102, so he lived a very long life. When he passed away is to children. Uh, it is a very good way to say that someone has died, passed away, right? When he passed away, he left behind a family that included 15 grandchildren. So, Ashiyama and Jainuddin, they had 15 grandchildren. His passing away affected me deeply. I came home from my work at Tumba and stayed by my mother for a long time. When I had to leave, she blessed me in a choked voice. Children, choking is unable to speak, right? Uh, Choking is to unable to speak. So her voice became, her throat choked. I was in the thick of a building SLV3 rocket, and work beckoned me. Beckon is to call me, call me. So his work was calling him, and he was, I told you, he was a very, very dedicated person. Should I not have been preoccupied with my work and instead spend time with the older lady who I was never again to see? So he was unable to see his mother again. I have asked myself this. I do not have an answer. My mother passed away soon after my father did. It was perhaps fitting that she would not live alone without the man whose side she had never left for over 80 years. So their marital life, they were married for 80 years, such a long time. And after a few days, after Abdul Kalamji's father died, his mother also died. She thought it very difficult to live alone without her husband. After I received the news of her passing away, I told you passing away is a comfortable way of saying that somebody has died. As I made my way to Rameshwaram, memories of her assailed me. So, when he got the news that his mother died, and he was very, very assailed, is to get upset. He was very upset. The two people who had created me, not just as their child, but molded my thoughts and personality. Molding is to shape. To shape his thoughts and personality were now no more. I would have to live out the rest of my life without their guidance, but I knew one could not have lived long without the other, and that is what comforted me as I returned to the mosque, where I had learned to pray with my father. So Abdul Kalam thought it is good that both mother and father would be at the same place. And with those words, he comforted himself and he went to the mosque where his father prayed. The azan from the mosque once again used to bring all of us together, our parents leading all the children in the prayers. Now it is a sweet reminder of a beautiful childhood, of parents lost to time, of a mother who understood her boy's deepest feelings, even if they remained buried in his heart. So he felt so much for his mother. My mother who understood boy's deepest feelings. This is what a mother does mostly. She understands the feelings of the children even if they don't speak. So this is what is the lesson about. Children, now I told you in the beginning of the lesson that it would be done bilingually, that is both Telugu and English, for a better understanding for Telugu children, right? ఈ లెసన్ పేరు మై మదర్. దీన్ని అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు రాశారు. అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారికి ఆయనకి ఇంకా మిసైల్ మ్యాన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా అనే పేరు ఉంది. ఆయనకి భారతరత్న అవార్డు వచ్చింది. ఇంకా ఆయన విశ్వగురువు అనే పేరు కూడా ఉంది అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారికి ఉంది. ఆయన ఇందులో తన మదర్ గురించి డిస్క్రైబ్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఇందులో తన మదర్ ఈయన అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు రామేశ్వరం అనే ప్లేస్లో ఆయన పుట్టారు. తర్వాత ఆయన ఫాదర్ పేరు జైనులబ్దీన్, ఆయన మదర్ పేరు ఆసియమ్మ. ఫాదర్కి ఒక చిన్న బిజినెస్ ఉంది. ఏం బిజినెస్ అంటే కోకోనట్ గ్రూప్స్ బిజినెస్, ఫెర్రీ బిజినెస్ ఉంది. కోకోనట్ బిజినెస్ అండ్ ఫెర్రీ బిజినెస్ ఉంది. తర్వాత వాళ్ళ మమ్మీ చాలా హెల్ప్ఫుల్, వాళ్ళ డాడీకి చాలా ఐడియల్ వైఫ్. ఐడియల్ అంటే ఒక ఎగ్జాక్ట్ పార్ట్నర్ వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్కి. తర్వాత అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు ఏం చెప్తారంటే ఆయన వరల్డ్ వార్ II టైంలో ఆయన ఒక న్యూస్ పేపర్ బాయ్గా పనిచేశారు. తర్వాత అక్కడి నుంచి తను ఖురాన్ లెసన్స్ చదువుకోవడానికి వెళ్ళేవాళ్ళు. మళ్ళీ అక్కడి నుంచి తను స్కూల్కి కూడా వెళ్ళేవాళ్ళు. ఈ పనులన్నిట్లో ఆయన న్యూస్ పేపర్ బాయ్ 8 years అప్పుడు చిన్న వయసులోనే ఆయన ఉద్యోగం చేయడం మొదలుపెట్టారు, న్యూస్ పేపర్ బాయ్ లాగా. అలాగా తను పనిచేసినప్పుడు వాళ్ళ మమ్మీ ఎంతో సపోర్టివ్గా ఉంది. వీళ్ళు ఉండేది ఒక జాయింట్ ఫ్యామిలీలో. అందరికీ గ్రాండ్ పేరెంట్స్, కజిన్స్, అంకుల్స్, ఆంట్స్ అందరు ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి ఎంతో అడ్జస్ట్ అవ్వాల్సి వచ్చింది. అయినా వాళ్ళ మమ్మీ ఎంతగానో సహకరించింది. తర్వాత అబ్దుల్ కలాం గారు పెద్దగా అయిన తర్వాత తను వేరే ఊరికి వెళ్ళిపోయారు చదువుకోవడానికి. తర్వాత అక్కడ తను చదువుకున్న తర్వాత కొన్ని దినాలైన తర్వాత వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్ చనిపోయారు. వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్ 102 years బ్రతికి చనిపోయారు. వాళ్ళ మమ్మీ కొన్ని దినాలకి, వాళ్ళ డాడీ చనిపోయిన కొన్ని దినాలకి వాళ్ళ మమ్మీ కూడా చనిపోయారు. ఆయన ఏమంటారంటే మా మమ్మీ అర్థం చేసుకున్నంతగా, మా మమ్మీ నన్ను టేక్ కేర్ చేసినంతగా ఎవరు చేయలేదు. హీ ఫీల్స్ వెరీ సాడ్ అట్ ద డిమైజ్. అంటే వాళ్ళ మమ్మీ చనిపోయినందుకు ఆయనకి ఎంతో బాధగా ఉంది. దిస్ ఇస్ అబౌట్ మై మదర్. ఈ లెసన్ మీకు అర్థమైందని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. ఐ హోప్ ఎవ్రీబడి అండర్స్టూడ్ ద లెసన్. అండ్ టుమారో if possible we will be continuing with the grammar part which is there. Children, if at all you have any suggestions, please do put it in the comment box. Thank you so much.